Instagram has changed a lot lately and will probably change more. Here are the most recent Instagram changes and updates that you need to know about because they are exciting. What's up everyone, it's Millie. Welcome back to my channel where I post videos every Wednesday teaching you the latest strategies and trends on social media to help you grow your brand. So give a little love tap on that subscribe button to stay up to date on all the latest tips and tricks I have for you. First, I want to give a huge thank you to this video's shoutouts. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. So if you want to shout out in one of my future videos, be sure to screenshot yourself watching this and tag me on Instagram stories, or leave a comment below and subscribe to my channel. As always, timestamps will be in the comments down below because I value your time and you already know why you're here. So all references for these updates will be linked in the description below. Let's get into it. The first update we're going to talk about is the most recent one since filming this, and that's Facebook company is now called Meta. Meta is a company whose goal is to help people play and connect in more ways within the metaverse. Under the umbrella of Meta are apps like Instagram, Facebook, Messenger, and WhatsApp. Adam Mosseri recently announced this on his Instagram while also tagging "We are Meta," so I'm interested to see how all of these apps will continue to connect and intertwine over the next year or so. The next update is linking access to all accounts. As we may know by now, swipe up feature no longer exists. Instagram announced that they are rolling out the link button or feature to all users. So you do not need to have 10,000 followers in order to link on Instagram. That's going to be huge for so many people, and I'm just happy it's happening. The next update is account status. In light of Instagram creating some new transparency tools, they decided it was finally time to create a feature called account status. This feature allows you to get an insight about Instagram community guidelines and how they are affecting your account if they are. For example, if your post is removed from your profile, you can figure out why, what those violations were, and you can even send a report back if you think it was a mistake. The fourth update is feed posting on desktop. It is about time. You can finally upload your content directly from your computer. This is something that users have been constantly on Instagram's butt about, and you know, they're finally deciding to listen to us. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's Adam Mosseri. He seems to be a cool dude, but they're finally listening to our wants and needs, and now it is super easy for you to post directly on your laptop or computer. The fifth update is Collabs. This collabs feature is not to be confused with landing brand collaborations. This is when influencers collaborate with each other or other accounts collaborate with each other. For example, if there was another influencer within my niche, we could create a post together. I could mark them as a collaborator, and when they approve it, the post can reach both audiences under one thread of likes and comments. When you add a collaborator as a post, it does post under both accounts, so both people will have it on their feed. Here are some examples. We've seen Adam Mosseri do this. I even tested it on my account when I did a brand collaboration to see how the collaboration feature would work, and it seems to be pretty simple to use. This is going to be super beneficial to a lot of accounts because when you add a collaborator, it reaches both audiences, which means you have 2 times the chance to grow, or at least a new opportunity to grow because your content is also creating and reaching a new audience. The next update is Instagram video. I think Instagram realized that they were becoming way too complicated with all of their different content types. So they started working on condensing their different formats, starting with combining IGTV and in-feed videos into one format called Instagram video. The biggest difference between Instagram video and Reels is that Reels are for you to reach a new audience, and Instagram video is to engage and nurture your current audience with storytelling. Along with this update, you'll probably notice a few things have changed when you go to post an Instagram video. There is now a 60-second preview on your feed. You will see a new tab on your profile that looks like this, like a little play button. You'll have the ability to trim the beginning or ends of your videos before uploading, and you can also upload captions. The next update is brand partnerships. This will help creators and brands connect and collaborate directly within the app. Brands will be able to find users based on your current audience details, which is one of the most important statistics brands look at when looking for influencers to partner with. Typically, they aren't looking for follower number, they're looking for your engagement rate and the type of audience that you have, because if their audience is mostly males between the ages of 18 and 25, and you have a following of males between the ages of 18 and 25, then that would be a perfect fit, and then the brand will be able to contact you a lot easier using the new feature, brand partnerships. I'm really excited for this tool because it's finally a direction that proves Instagram is wanting to help influencers and wanting to push influencer marketing. Some people think that Instagram hates influencers. Like literally, I just heard somebody say that yesterday and I was like, what are you talking about? They're literally making all of these features for influencers. Like, okay. So I'm very excited for this one and I'd love to play around with it in the future. If landing brand collaborations is something that interests you, you can watch this video here where I talk about how to land paid brand collaborations. The next update is the big hashtag update. Instagram creators made a post back in September that blew the minds of everyone trying to grow on Instagram. In this post, they shared the do's and don'ts of a successful hashtag strategy. For the do's, they said, use hashtags that are relevant to your content, see what hashtags your fans use and follow, keep the hashtags between 3 to 5, mix well-known and niche hashtags to broaden your discoverability, and create your own hashtags so your fans can easily search for your content. For the don'ts, they said, don't use hashtags that have nothing to do with your content. Don't use overly generic hashtags like hashtag love, hashtag coffee, because this makes it harder for people to discover your content. Don't use too many hashtags like 10 to 20 because that won't help with more distribution. Now, while this is fascinating, there are two things I want to point out about their post. One, Instagram confirmed what I've been saying for years, and that's basically don't rely on hashtags. I mean, if you keep scrolling through the carousel, you'll see them say it. Hashtags are just a tool that can help, but the content itself and the way people interact with your post matters so much more than the hashtags you use. And then number two, as much as we want to take their tips word for word, you have to understand that a successful strategy on Instagram will always involve testing things out for yourself. They said to keep between 3 to 5 hashtags. Will that guarantee you success? No. What they're trying to say is if you're using 30 randomly selected hashtags, just because you used a lot of hashtags doesn't mean you'll get more distribution. 5 super strong hashtags will give you better results than 30 random ones. If you want more hashtag tips, I have this video here that shares with you my hashtag strategy. The next update was moving reshares or moving the posts to stories function. Back in August, some accounts lost the ability to share posts directly to their stories. When Adam Mosseri, head of Instagram, was asked about this, this is what he said. This doesn't mean we have lost the ability to share altogether, but sharing posts to your stories does become a little bit more tedious. This update hasn't affected my account yet, so I can still share posts directly to my story. So to show you a little workaround, I'm going to show you screenshots from the Spectrum Girl on Instagram for how, if this has affected your account, you can still share posts to your story. First, you would save the post. Then go to your stories in create mode and select the smiley icon on the top middle of the screen. Now there is an option called reshare. Select the save icon on top to share the most recent post you've saved, and then the post will be on your story. That's too many steps, if you ask me, but I'm curious what you think. Do you think this is a little more tedious? What do you think about this new feature? I'm curious. Let me know in the comments below. The next update is bonuses. In my video, New Ways to Make Money on Instagram, I briefly talk about this feature because there was a summer bonus program, but that program ended on August 31st, and we weren't sure if we would see another one come back. Sure enough, it has. Bonuses are initiatives that Instagram is giving its creators to post more and get paid more. In summer, my tasks were about going live. So if I went live for 30 minutes, or if I went live with somebody else for 30 minutes, I would get a bonus. Now for this bonus, I have a Reels bonus, which means I can earn $800 in a month for posting Reels, but that's only if you hit like a couple million of plays within a specific time frame. I really liked the live bonus program because I felt like all of those goals that they gave were pretty attainable. But with this Reels bonus, I'm not quite sure how I feel about it because I think it was like 5 million plays and then you get $800. And I'm like, I don't know if I can do 5 million plays in a month. Could be 1 million, but still that's a lot. So I like the live bonus better. This Reels one is just feels unrealistic for creators, or at least for me. Now these next two features have not come out yet, so don't start spreading rumors, even though I'm the one doing it. Okay, I think it's legit. Pretty sure it's legit. So I saw one of these mentioned in a video by Hey Dominic, I'll link his channel below, and he referenced a Twitter user. So I went and looked him up, and oh my gosh, their posts are amazing. I fell into a black hole, and now here we are, spilling the tea or spreading rumors. We'll see which one it is in the next few months. So the first feature is favorites. This is a post from Alessandro, or on Twitter at Alex193A, and man, this is crazy. Basically, you would be able to mark another creator as one of your favorites so that their posts will be shown higher in your feed. I personally am stoked for this to come out. We don't know when that will be, but I think it'll solve a lot of engagement problems that users have been having lately. Even myself, this morning, I literally opened up Instagram and I was scrolling on my feed for forever until I just gave up and closed my app because all of the posts they were showing me were people that I had forgotten I had followed, or I wasn't interested in their content. I didn't see one post from a creator that I liked, or one post from a creator I had been messaging constantly on DM. So I was so confused, like, why am I seeing these random people's stuff? And ended up unfollowing every single person whose post I saw because I was like, ah crap, I didn't know I was following this person, you know? So something's up because I didn't get to see any of my favorite creators' posts. And then the next secret feature is a fan club subscription. So this would act similar to how monthly memberships would act. For example, Patreon memberships. I've had a Patreon membership where students would pay monthly for exclusive trainings with myself, and now this can be something that is moved to Instagram. On Instagram, you would have fans that would pay a certain amount to have access to XYZ features, whatever you want. Again, we don't really know exactly what sort of offerings you could give because this hasn't been released yet, but it is just another way that Instagram is trying to help creators monetize their platform. So if you don't have access to any of these features yet, remember, Instagram rolls everything out in small groups at a time. So as bugs are fixed and if the feature is successful, then they will expand it to the next audience and then the next and then the next, so that eventually more people or all users would have access to the feature. There is no magical access way to get something. If there were, I would tell you, but if you want my advice, I would say check to make sure your account is a creator account and be patient. I get a lot of people asking me how to get access to certain features, and unfortunately, I am not Instagram help desk, so I have no idea. If you've made it this far and you're not already subscribed to my channel, hug that subscribe button and turn on that bell notification so you don't miss when I post my videos, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Follow your joy. Bye.